You're listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Friday the 6th of February, 2026. It is 47 days after the winter solstice. It is 42 days before the spring equinox. The sun rises today at 7 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:10 p.m. The sun sets today at 5:20 p.m., civil twilight ends at 5:48 p.m., and nautical twilight ends at 6:21 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes, 19 seconds longer than yesterday. The moon is in its waning gibbous phase and is 76% full at midday. The moon sets today at 9:08 a.m., and then it rises again at 10:46 p.m. The third quarter will arrive on Monday, the 9th of February. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the wee hours, high tide, 1:03 a.m., 1 meter 43. In the morning, low tide, 7:06 a.m., minus 3 centimeters. In the afternoon, high tide, 1:19 p.m., 1 meter 25. In the evening, low tide, 7:21 p.m., minus 6 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, in the last few days, a group of seagulls has been hanging around the parking lot near the Broadway subway stop. They haven't tended to hang out on the ground with the pigeons, but patrol high up, flying in broad circles above. It's easy to forget, in our dense urban environment, that our city is built on an archipelago of islands. The Bronx is the only borough located on the mainland. So the sight of seagulls deep in the heart of Astoria is a nice reminder of how close the ocean and estuary are to our busy, bustling streets. The fact that they're probably hunting for garbage to eat is a little less charming, but it's a fact of life for these wide-ranging foragers. Commemorations. An event to ponder. On this day in 1820, 86 free black people from the United States disembarked from the ship Elizabeth on the west coast of Africa. Their journey was sponsored by the American Colonization Society, and its aim was to create a colony of free black Americans in Liberia. The Colonization Society was founded by wealthy white men, mostly from the South. The founders included Henry Clay and Francis Scott Key. Its aim was to encourage free blacks to leave the United States and return, if that's the right word, to Africa, a continent they had never seen. The aims of the society were controversial. Frederick Douglass denounced them. But the idea of a return to Africa by members of the diaspora has been a recurrent theme in our history. On this day in 1843, the first full-length minstrel show in the United States opened at the Bowery Amphitheater in Manhattan, on the Bowery a block south of Canal Street. It featured 4 white performers in blackface who called themselves the Virginia Minstrels. They sang and danced to castanets, violin, banjo, and tambourine. The performance proved immensely popular with white audiences, and it established a tradition of minstrelsy that was a staple of American theater for more than a century. By the 1960s, the frankly racist logic of the minstrel show finally made it unpalatable to modern audiences. On a happier note, today we remember Bob Marley, born this day in 1945. The Jamaican pioneer of reggae infused his music with a deep spirituality. When he died in 1981, the Prime Minister of Jamaica called him, quote, part of the collective consciousness of the nation, unquote. In his 1980 Redemption song, he sang, "Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds." Remember Bob Marley today. And we wish a happy birthday to Michael Pollan, born this day in 1955. The prolific author has tackled many topics, from gardening to building his own writing cabin to the impact of psychedelics. But he is best known for his books such as The Botany of Desire and The Omnivore's Dilemma, which examine our relationships to food. He has famously advised, eat food, not too much, mostly plants. In a time when the realm of nutrition advice is full of cranks, his carefully researched advocacy of healthful eating is marked by simple common sense. Happy birthday, Michael Pollan. Finally, today is Waitangi Day in New Zealand, commemorating the establishment of the modern nation of New Zealand in 1840. Happy Waitangi Day to our Kiwi friends. And that is the Observatory, Friday the 6th of February, 2026.